Welcome to the Green Hell.
The Nürburgring 24 Hours isn't just a race, it's a migration. For days before the green flag drops, the forest begins to fill. Entire campsites appear from nowhere. Strangers become neighbours. Bonfires burn through the night. And all around the Nordschleife, people wait for the chaos to begin. The Nürburgring is not a normal race circuit. It was never designed to be safe. Over 25 kilometres long, with more than 150 corners carved into mountains and forests, the Nordschleife is unpredictable, unforgiving, endlessly demanding. Weather changes corner by corner. One section will be dry, another fog, another certain rain. And for 24 hours straight, drivers fight. Most people will never stand on the podium here. Many teams know they will have no chance of winning. But that isn't why they come. At the Nürburgring, simply finishing can mean everything. For private teams, mechanics, marshals and volunteers, this race is more than a competition. It's an obsession. When darkness falls, the Nürburgring changes. The forest becomes black, corners disappear, visibility collapses, and suddenly, this stops feeling like a race. It becomes survival. Drivers chase headlights through fog, mechanics fight exhaustion, and somewhere in the trees, the campsites keep growing. By morning, the Nürburgring looks exhausted. Cars are wounded, mechanics barely awake, spectators asleep in chairs, but the race continues. Because at the Nürburgring, endurance isn't just mechanical, it's human. For one weekend, these forests become a city, a place built from noise, smoke, speed, and obsession. And then, just as quickly, it disappears. The Nürburgring 24 Hours survives because it still feels real, dangerous, unpredictable, human. And maybe that's why people keep going back, because places like this are disappearing. But here, in the forests of the Eiffel Mountains, the madness still lives.
So the Nürburgring was built after the First World War to give the area almost something to do, and then all these years later, the amount of money that it attracts, it was definitely a good investment at the time. But it brings so much money to the area, and until you've ever been, you don't realise. It's just an amazing place. So the history of it is brilliant. It was just made as a test track for the emerging auto industry in Germany, and still every day during the day there'll be manufacturers testing cars. It's the biggest proving ground. We've been riding around these last couple of days, and every brand you can think of has got a facility here and uses it during the day, and then the tourist laps are open at night. So still doing what it was designed to do since 1920.
You can order pads now in Europe without any taxes, duties or shipping from the UK from thebrakeshop.com and also RST Motorsport. We'll leave the links in the description so you can find out where you need to go. Easy shipping for PBS brakes now into Europe.
This year, PBS is sponsoring Sharky Racing as they compete in the NLS.
Do or thou wilt, that shall be the whole of the law. My mind was closed in a box that was open to more.
This is like nothing else I've ever been to. I've been here, there and everywhere. This is next level. The cars, the people, the atmosphere. Just look at the crowds of people.
Oh, it's simply amazing. Long time. My first and last 24 hour was 2005, and now after 20 years I'm back again with an amazing car, amazing team. I'm so happy, and I feel young again, and I really want to drive this car as much as possible, be on the pace and see the checkered flag after 24 hours, because we deserve it, and I want it badly. I think for next season we may find a third driver that is supporting us with his budget, of course, and we make the PBS car. And we do the NLS because we can, if we do all the races, we can score points. So that means that we can win the championship. Anyway, now in England everybody knows you, so now you have to. But it's a tricky car. This car is a tricky. You miss up the line, you take up some marbles and pick up undroppable. For 2 laps you're in a shit. Then so you have to be very precise.
How long between your refueling?
1 hour and 40.
So a full stint and then you think. Yes. And sometimes you double stint.
We have to think about.
Yeah. And you change tyres at fuel stop every time.
Tires is a point. Is a key point. We don't have so many tires.
You don't have enough tyres.
Brilliant sights here as the cars go around. The fans all around the circuit. Some have been here since the start of the week.
The red lights are still being displayed, as you can see, and then it's only when those lights go out and they cross the start line that you can begin to get going. The Lamborghinis now do burst into life, and it's a much better start from Marco Mappelli in the Schaeffler.
We're 6 hours in, it's just starting to go dark. It's amazing, the cars on track with all the lights on and stuff. It's been started raining quite early, people had to pit for wet, cars sliding all over. It looks incredible to drive and hard to drive in the day, never mind in the wet and in the dark. So 6 hours in, car's still running well. So we'll get some more night shots and catch up with you later.
5 AM at the Nürburgring. The crowds have faded, the campfires burn low, and the noise that shook the mountains all night becomes something different. Now, it's survival. The cars that remain are battered, splitters hanging off, tape over headlights, bodywork scarred from hours of fight through the darkness, traffic and rain. You can see the exhaustion in every pit stop, mechanics moving slower, drivers staring into nothing before climbing back in, but the circuit never sleeps. Somewhere out there, flat 6 engines still scream through the forest. Brake disc blow into the mist, and every lap feels heavier than the last. This is the Nürburgring 24 hours at its rawest. No fireworks, no packed grandstands, just machines held together by hope, and the people stubborn enough to keep them alive until sunrise.
So yeah, cars in, putting new tyres on, get back out there, we'll have to check the results, don't exactly know where they are at the minute, but they were leading, had to stop for repairs for about 2 hours, and now they're chasing back up, but anything can happen at the end, you know what I mean, it's, you've got to get to the end. How many hours left got like 3-4 hours left, something like that, so yeah, where it matters now, you've got to get to the end. Back out, I don't know if that's the second one or a problem from the original crash, you know, a little bit of damage there, but just put the front wheel bearing on and new tyres and going again.
special thing about 10 years ago for AMG was that Maro Engel overtook Christian Hohenadel on the final lap of that race. AMG have had to wait a decade to take victory at the Nürburgring 24 hours. They were desperate to do it this year, particularly with Max Verstappen part of their lineup. In the end, it's the sister car at Winwood Racing that will take the victory in 2026.
Winwood Racing, though, they had 2 bullets in the gun. One fell short, having dominated. The pair of them almost running nose to tail through the night, but one of the cars has come through. But for Maro Engel, the first time he doesn't mind poor visibility since the start of the race. He's created that, but for here, the rest of the crew, that's his first win here for 10 years. Mercedes' first win here for 10 years, and you can afford him the glory of just making a mess of those tyres.
And that is the Nürburgring 24 hours.